First presentation that you're going to see it, free shipping and handling. You know, it's interesting though, when I first heard about the Caspian Sea Monster,
yes,
I thought that you were going to start talking again about a submarine or a big, you know, boat vessel. And it was so interesting to learn that it wasn't either of those.
No, it's a very unusual plane.
Yeah.
It's an 8-engine plane, of which I'm holding up the picture, and it flies back and forth across the Caspian Sea, not anymore, but when it did. It's what is called a ground effect vehicle, and it creates a cushion of air. It flies only 20 feet above the water, and it creates this cushion of air, almost like a hovercraft. Very funky looking, unusual plane, and that was the inspiration for the Caspian Sea Monster. There you go, you see it.
So how can it fly that close to the water?
Because it creates that, again, that ground effect. It's almost like a hovercraft. And because of that ground effect, it's able to carry enormous weights very fast. In fact, it still holds records to today for the most weight carried over great distances of any plane ever built. So this was one of the inspirations that that Igor used for the watches. And that's, you see the plane is right there on the dial. That's the actual plane itself on the dial. This one has this beautiful, there's another shot of it. This is in dry dock. This is actually one that they're in the middle of restoring. One of the most unusual, certainly most unusual things ever built by Russia and the Soviet Union. So that's the inspiration for this watch. Again, it uses the tritium tube technology.
I mean, really, come in. Okay. You can get watch cam as close as you want to. Steve's my, look at this watch.
Look at the dial.
Look at this, and it's done. Look at
the decoration on there. That blue is just gorgeous.
Can I tell you all something? You put this on, the quality of this, when you pick it up, when you feel it,
right? The
weight of it. This one is all done in rose, and I haven't seen you do much rose.
Well, we in the dress watches we do, but it is unusual in a sporty one like this. This gives you it's kind of a blend. It's a sporty watch with a dress look. You know,
man, is this good looking?
Heavy strap on there. Beautiful, beautiful thick leather strap. That is the Russian red. That's what we like to call it. It's a slightly different, like a darker rose that they use. This one does have the Miyota chronograph movement in it. It does have the tritium tube technology, which we talked about earlier, that gives you the constant illumination. But I think really what's exciting about this one is it's just such an amazingly gorgeous dial.
Do you want to put this one on?
Me? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I never actually.
Like me?
I never actually. Put
like there's anyone else out here, correct? Here, let me pass.
Well, I don't know. The problem is it's not.
You have to do it upside down, so everybody else can see it.
See, I never do that. That's why I said.
Well, this is going to be fun.
I'm not a model. Here,
right?
I'll do this.
Hey, Fall Watch Day. We have to start some new traditions.
Okay. How's that?
Hey, that's pretty good. You can rest it down here too.
Okay.
That actually gives you like that lean, that like manly lean kind of a thing. I know he's laughing at it, but it's true. Now, see, that's a good-looking watch.
That's a great looking watch.
What's the millimeters on that? 45,
47, 48, 47.
Yeah.
And look at the way and look at the knurling, whatever you want to call it, on the side of the bezel. It's got the unidirectional rotating bezel.
How deep do you think that is? Do you think that's like what?
How deep the dial is?
Yeah, do you think that's
It's a very deep dish dial. It's got to be 7 millimeters, 6, 7
millimeters. Isn't that interesting the way it sits down in there on the dial?
And it's got the knurling on the crown as well. You can tell I don't do this very much because I still keep wanting to go the wrong way because everything's backwards.
I think you're pretty good at it.
It's got the knurling on the crown and on the side of the case. And even though this one has a dressy look, remember that this is still 200-meter water resistance. So this is still a dive watch.
You know, here's what's interesting is Vostok does not need to make this a 200-millimeter water resistant. Okay, sold out. This is what you're going to see all through the show. Sold out, sold out, sold out, because we just can't. We have one show. Fall Watch Day, we have 60 minutes because that's all we can bring in for this day. I know tomorrow you have a few specials coming up.
I've got a couple of things I'll be on, yeah.
But listen, if you want to do it, you need to call. Here's what I think is interesting, and I can't remember what the heck I was just talking about before we hit the sellout.
Why is it 200-meter water resistant, even though it's a dressy watch?
Thank you. Because here's the thing: even though this is a dressier watch, and I want to show. Can you show this side a little bit here, like right here?
This way.
This way. Let me show you this. Look at the leather strap. Do you see the holes that are done right here? Wait for it. Oh, but my point is, you didn't have to make this 200 meters. That's just what you do.
Right.
That's just how you roll.
Right. Well, and again, you've got everything in it is surgical grade. There's not the movement holder is the same like I was showing earlier. And actually, that design on the strap, Vostok-Europe came up with that so that because it's such a thick strap, because it has to be because of the weight of this watch, they don't like. Igor didn't like that look where when the holes go all the way through. So he created that where it would give you the breathability with the holes underneath and then going out the side.
Okay, I'm going to give you a question. We just got a question at Ask Live at shopnbc.com. You don't have to show it. It's for you.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying you can send us emails at asklive at shopnbc.com, and you can also give us a call in this hour. Say hello to Craig. Here's what we were talking about. Here are those holes that are done right here in the side. I'm going to flip this over. There's fewer than 100. There's fewer than 100 of these. Listen, the price goes away at the end of this hour. It's normally an $875 timepiece. It is brand new for this event.
Yeah, this just came out. This is really the premiere of this watch. It just
This is
came
fantastic.
out.
Well, everybody loves it.
Look at that Russian red. There's you see the great picture of the plane. Again, it is the true numbered limited edition. Happens to be number 13.
And there it is down there, right there.
True numbered limited edition, surgical
Really
grade stainless steel throughout. 100% custom. There is not one thing on this watch that's not custom.
Pretty exciting.
Did you want me to read the question I got? Nope.
Hold the question.
I will hold the question.
Hold, please.
Close to my